Hi, this is Jason Major with Sweaty Hero Comic Bargains, and today we're talking about US One, which I'm sure in the last 100 videos or so I've covered this at least once, and but let's cover this whole series, which got issues here as issues 6 through 12 of the series. Some of them with a 60 cent cover price. And then the newsstand copies, which are a 75 cent cover price. But the Canadian cover price was 75 cents. So some of these are newsstand copies, some of them are direct market. But, anyways, the point is that US 1 was a toy, and it kind of was like this. It kind of just like, that's all it was a truck with a trailer. Kind of reminds you probably of Optimus Prime from Transformers, but this is preceding Transformers. And no, it doesn't. The car doesn't transform. It's just a super truck with like a bunch of cool gadgets, kind of almost like like it was. It went to James Bond's Q or something. And this guy Ulysses Archer, who has a headband and metal band that cues into the truck radio stations. Kind of a funny concept. But in their marvelous fashion, they tried to create a series with this. And so I think this was inspired by a lot of things that were going on in the 70s. So you got Smokey and the Bandit with Burt Reynolds, which of course was famous for that whole idea of the truck, this tractor trailer, thing going on and adventures across the highways. And later on, you would have Dukes of Hazzard, although not a truck, but it's kind of the same vein. And you had all kinds of different movies and TV series that were in the same vein of that. Of and they get in trouble with the law, get in trouble with outlaws, etc. And so this is kind of like a comic book attempt on it, but it has some cool things. And so let's go over. There's issue 6. Here is issue 7, and the artwork for the covers are by Michael Golden, which is a great artist. I love these covers. So just from a cover standpoint, these are cool covers, admittingly. And then we have, this one kind of reminds me of The Huntress, actually. The Secret of Midnight. Reminds me of The Huntress from DC Comics. Either version, the first version or the second one. Who is the Highways Man? And then you have that cool cover, and that cool cover. And it only lasted 12 issues, so not a long series. All these were found in a dollar bin, so you could probably get the whole series for $12. And these are pretty fine, very fine condition comics. I'm sure you can find them in conditions for only a couple bucks if you really want to. But created by Al Milgrom and Herb Trimpe. And I would say that some of the artists on here include Steve Ditko in the final issue as well. So you had some really interesting artists on it. The Highwayman kind of had some sort of supernatural a little bit. So his costume was reminds me a little bit of characters like Sleepy Hollow. There also was a Steven Spielberg film. It came out in the early 70s called Duel, which was about this guy who goes on a country road and this mysterious highwayman in a trailer is trying to drive him off the highway. And so it kind of plays into that kind of feeling too. But yes, this is weird. This is crazy, but a lot of fun. I enjoy reading these issues, and I do recommend them if you're just looking for something fun and different. US 1, it'll fill your US blank, and it'll probably only be $1 in the dollar bin. And our Sweaty Heroes comic bargain. Thanks for watching.